Hello guys, our class, welcome to 266. I'm just going to go through the syllabus. They'll have a copy of the syllabus which is out there, but I just kind of want to do an overview of it and talk about it a little bit in greater depth. So here's my information up here. The summer of 2018 by appointment. So since I don't have office hours and this is online, I do have a class going on this semester on Tuesdays and Thursdays at the North Campus. So if we need to set something up, then we could make arrangements there. Let's see here. My phone number, you can contact the faculty secretary. This course runs from the 21st to the 28th. Online course, 4 credits. Basic understanding of mobile technology development, CIT135 or 244, or at my permission. So this course is an introduction in creating applications, apps using an object-oriented computer programming language and the iOS mobile operating system. The focus of this course includes integrated development environment and the software development kit, the iOS mobile operating system, visual tools, and the graphic user interface, object-oriented computer program, multimedia applications, persistent data, and web application publishing. This course is specifically on Objective-C, but we will talk about Swift a little bit, but Swift is the ideal language to use with iOS development, but this is a way to get started. This course, you'll learn the basic understanding of how to use source code repository. This will play a significant role on both learning to push your source code to a repository that is secured. So how to use Git with iOS development, we'll discuss. We'll discuss how to use Git functions. We'll talk about installation of Xcode, Git Bash, and other related items to this course. Navigating through Xcode and sometimes using simulators, data types and arithmetic expressions, decisions and conditions, functions, looping, action events, table views, audios and video, images, etc., and how to generate revenue from your apps. So we get to that point, that would be terrific. All right, course outcomes, explain how to write simple programs in Objective-C, the use of using Objective-C to develop iOS apps that can run on an Apple mobile device, understanding the variables and constants and data types within expressions. We'll talk about looping and repetition mechanisms, examining code concepts, so forth, using storyboards to create apps, the understanding of how to display data in the form of lists, table views, and etc. This right here is the book that you should have. If you haven't bought it, I recommend go out to Amazon. I don't know what the school is charging, but Amazon, I think it's $20 to buy and $10 to rent, so pretty cheap. Teaching methods, this is an online course. So we'll function as software engineers in this class. We will work individually and together toward a stronger software development, communication, project management, and other necessary skills that is required to work in this software development environment. I have a YouTube channel here. I won't read all this. So I have various languages I teach in different courses and at a different university. So I would highly recommend that you use this as a go-to. I'll post the videos on the Blackboard. So all my labs will be on there and so forth, but if you need a direct link, I'd recommend going there. This is usually where I ask if you have any questions, but this makes sense. All right, so Valuation Plan. We will have up to 8 assignments. We'll try to have 8, maybe less. Individually, these assignments will be varied to enhance something. So we'll go through something specifically. We'll go through something, we'll learn it. And then I'll say, hey, we just developed this app and it does this and that. So now I want you to create another object and I want you to do this and that. So it'll be based off of something that we learn. We will have 1 midterm exam, 1 final exam, and a final project. And the final project we'll learn about by week 2 or week 3, and it'll be something that we as a group work together. So I will develop something to get started and get you guys started in a group. And then I'll say, all right, this project is going to do this, and have you enhance it, and we'll just keep moving on each week. And I will not show you what we did, and that'll be kind of our project. But we'll discuss it later on. It's too early right now. Homework and activities throughout the semester. There will be opportunities to earn bonus points throughout the semester. So like week 1, I'll have that if you accept the syllabus and say that you've read and listened or watched this video, then you will get 5 bonus points added on to your final grade at the end of the semester. This is how I do the point system. 8 assignments, 100 points each, 800 points. Activities will be like, for example, this week, the first activity is to talk about your background, why you're here, what you're trying to learn, a little bit about yourself, and we have up to 100 points. The test, 2 tests, 150 each, 300 points, and then your final project, 300 points. So 1,500 points is the final amount that you can get. Other policies and procedures, just like anything else, no cheating. Be honest what you're trying to accomplish, because you're only hurting yourself at this point. Communication. When reaching out to me on Fridays, I'm so busy during the week. I have a full-time job. I work 40 to 50 hours a week. This summer, I'm actually teaching 2 courses. One here at CCAC Online. I'm teaching a Python class in person a couple of days a week, and I'm also teaching at a university where I teach at. My second college I teach at. So I'm very busy. So usually the weekends, I'm super busy around the house. So if you email me, don't expect me to get back to you till Monday, but I'll try my best once I see it. Late assignments, so you'll have till basically end of the day before. So class starts on Monday, so your assignments will be due Sunday at 11:59 p.m. But let's say that you get your assignment in on Monday in the afternoon, no big deal. It's just 10% per day. I just put that there as a caution. But, if it is late all the time, then we'll have to abide by that late rule. If you have a family emergency or personal issue that's related to medical or any other situation, please let me know. I know this is an online class, but it still can affect you. Makeup exams, I allow people to make up 1 exam per year. So per semester. In this case, we only have 2 exams. So let's say, for example, you take the midterm and you blow it, and you want to retake the midterm, you have the opportunity. But once you take the final, you won't have the opportunity to retake the final. So just remember that. Assignments, like I said, there'll be no turning in assignments after the week that is due. Do not be sending an email. Don't say that you never knew that we did homework in this class. I wasn't taking this class serious, but now I'm learning something. I've heard it all. I mean, I've only been teaching at CCAC for 3 years, but I've heard some really good ones. Don't send me your code in an email, because I will not accept it. That's why we have Get. You will use Blackboard to provide the link to your source code. So how to turn in your assignments. When turning in your assignments, we use Blackboard to paste in the URL to your Get repository, ensure that I have access to it, and then you post it up on Get. Individual project, week 3 students will learn about the final project. We kind of talked about that a little bit. Taking quizzes and exams and quizzes. This is don't be tardy, but it doesn't really matter because it's online. Miscellaneous. This information here is emergency notifications. Follow at CCAC alerts. It shouldn't affect us since we're online, but still be cautious. This right here, I'll let you read through the drop, add, withdrawal. Hopefully nobody here wants a withdrawal, because this is a pretty exciting thing that we're learning. So I hope that I entice everybody. I do things a little bit different than some of the professors that you have. I like to, be as involved as possible. And this right here kind of goes through, and I will not read this verbatim, but it walks through here and shows you what we're doing. So like this first week, you will have an assignment. Your first assignment will be to use Get and send me the link of your Get source repository, and then you've actually checked something in there, and that'll be in your assignment. So it's pretty simple, but it's an easy first week. Then the other weeks we'll get in later depth. Week 5 we'll have our midterm, but week 4 we'll actually have a video lecture, and I'll go through the midterm exam with you. What's going to be on it? So you basically just have to study. Week 6 we'll get into views, visual designs, audio, video. Hopefully we get greater view at this point, because there's so much to go over. There's so much I want to talk about, but you can only talk about so much in a short period of time. Review, final exam. So our midterm and final exams, usually what I'll have is two parts. One part is questions, the other part is a coding exam, and then also I'll have a bonus question on there. You'll get to know that my bonus questions are irrelevant to the course. There'll be something pertaining to Pittsburgh, usually a history thing that's out there that you probably can Google, but maybe you can't. So it'll be an interesting thing to talk about, or I'll even add something about myself that you do not know that can be enticing. I did some acting in Pittsburgh. I'm not an actor, but I'll add some of that in there. So this right here is a review basically on the syllabus of this class. So if you have any questions, concerns, please email me. But if you're good with this, there'll be something in the Blackboard that you'll actually be able to accept. And let me actually pull up the Blackboard here. So let's go to home. So hopefully everyone here has used the Blackboard before, but if you haven't, not a big deal. So let me actually edit this and go into, as a student, you'll see this type of thing. This will be where announcements are at. The syllabus is on here, so that text version's on here. Structured information, I don't have anything in here. Discussions, this right here is important. So this will be activity 1. So if you go in here, you want to post, let me go back for a second here. You want to post a something about yourself, do an introduction. So if you go to week 1, you'll see that here's my introduction. You could reply to it if you want to, that's fine. Let's see here, Martin has already put his introduction on here. So kind of reading through this, he's going to school at Pitt, studying business information systems. So you could read and reply to other people. So that is week 1 discussions. You don't see this, but once I have week 1 is completed, you'll actually, here's objectives for this week. I'm going to post a week 1 lecture video in here. I have how get videos. So this right here is a GitLab introduction. So I want you to kind of go through the introduction. Learn if you've never worked with Unix, go through these commands because these will be very useful for what we're going to be doing in this class. Get basic video 1. There's some videos there, and then there's some other videos I'm going to add on iOS that I have not added yet. They're on my YouTube channel, but I'll throw them out here. So this right here is pretty straightforward. You'll have assignments, and I don't have assignment out here yet, but you'll actually be able to go into your assignments and submit and so forth. So hopefully this is helpful. If not, please let me know. Hopefully you've enjoyed this session. If not, anyways, have a great day. Thanks for watching.